Hello, dear students. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to start a new grammar lesson. It's about present simple tense. First of all, I want to ask you, what do you do daily? Or what happens daily? We wake up, take shower, brush teeth, have breakfast, play tennis, walk in the morning, go for shopping, go to school, we watch TV, we eat lunch, we ride bicycle, we eat dinner, etc. So this is our daily routine, or we can say these are our habits. Let's start by the meaning of simple present tense. When do we use it? The simple present tense in English is used to describe an action that is regular, true, or normal. When do we use the present simple tense? We use it for repeated or regular actions in the present time period. For example, I say, I always go to school by bus. Here we have a repeated action. So every day I go to school by bus. These regular or repeated actions can be habits, hobbies, or daily events. Example: I usually get up early in the morning. I play tennis every Saturday. Aisha brushes her teeth twice a day. Usually and every are clues to help me that I have to use present simple tense. Present simple is used to talk about facts. They are universal truths. For example, when I say, sun rises in the east, I live in Tyre. They speak English at work. It snows in winter. People need food. These are facts, whether they are temporary or they are permanent. Present simple tense is also used to talk about things we like or don't like, know or don't know, think or don't think. Example: I say, I love sunny days. Mike doesn't like football. She likes classical music. I don't know her name. Jack knows the way to the hotel. I think it's time to go home. Joe doesn't think this restaurant is very good. This is the rule of present simple tense. We have subject, verb, and predicate. I have the sentence: I speak or learn English at home. Whenever I have these pronouns, these plural pronouns, I, you, we, and they, the verb stays as it is. So I say, I speak or learn English at home. You, we, they speak or learn English at home. But when I have these pronouns, he, she, it, I write speaks or learns. So, as you can notice, I added over here s for the verb speaks, learns, English at home. So, we have to add s or es with the first form. What's the first form? It's the affirmative form of verb in third person. Third person means he, she, it. The spelling of the verb, when we have singular pronouns such as he, she, it, differs depending on the ending of that verb. What do I mean by that? Let's see together. For verbs that end in O, CH, SH, SS, S, X, or Z, we add ES to the verb. For example, I say go, goes, catch, catches, wash, washes, kiss, kisses, fix, fixes, buzz, buzzes. For verbs that end in a consonant plus Y, we remove the Y and instead I, then we add ES. Example, marry, marries, study, studies, carry, carries, worry, worries. Note, you have to be careful to this note that for verbs that end in a vowel plus Y, we don't remove the Y and add IES. We just add S. Example, play, plays. As you can see over here, this verb ends with Y. This Y is preceded by a vowel. So whenever I have a verb that ends in a Y preceded by a vowel, I just add S. So, in the negative and the question forms of the present simple tense, we use does with the singular subjects plus the infinitive of the verb, which is the base form of the verb. So the negative form is he, she, it does not want the toy. And the question form is does he, she, or it want the toy? Question mark at the end. Don't forget the question mark at the end since it is a question. Now let's see the negative and the question forms of the present simple tense with the plural subjects. Let's see together this example. They want the toys. This is an affirmative sentence. We use over here a plural subject, which is they. If I want to make this affirmative sentence a negative one, I don't say they not want the toys. This sentence is wrong. So in order to make it negative, I have to add one of the forms of verb do in the present, which is do. So the negative form becomes plural subject or I. So I have to use either I, they, we, or you plus do plus not plus the base form of the verb. Then I add the rest of the sentence. So the sentence becomes in the negative form, they don't want the toys. The question form is do plus plural subject plus base form of the verb plus the rest of the sentence, and at the end I add the question mark. So in the question form I have to put do at the beginning. This do is followed by the plural subject. Then we add the base form of the verb then the rest of the sentence, then I add a question mark at the end. So the question becomes, do they want the toys? So, to make negative and the question forms of the present simple tense, we use do with the plural subjects plus the infinitive of the verb, which is the base form of the verb. So, as an example, here we have I, we, you, they do not want the toys, and the question form is do they, we, I, or you want the toys. To sum up, we have three forms of present simple tense. We have the affirmative, negative, and the interrogative form. In the affirmative form, I keep the verb as it is with I and the plural subjects, while I add s to the verb when I have a singular subject. In the negative form, we add the forms of verb do. I have to add either do or does. I add do with I and the plural pronouns. So I say I, we, you, they do, then I add the word not, then I put the base form of the verb, while I add does with the singular subjects. So I say she does not, it does not, he does not, and then I add the base form of the verb. In the interrogative form here, in this form, I ask questions using do or does. I ask using do when I have I and plural subjects. Then the subject is followed by the base form of the verb. While when I have singular subjects, I ask using does. This does is followed by the singular subject. Then we add the base form of the verb. I complete the whole sentence and at the end I add the question mark.